You've probably heard this saying, investors don't buy the stock, they buy the story. A badly told story can destroy millions of dollars of shareholder value. My name is Guy Bennett. I operate a company called Global Stocks News, and today I want to highlight 3 lessons that CEOs can learn from Hollywood screenwriters. Rule number 1, use a single protagonist. 90% of Rotten Tomatoes' highest rated movies use a single protagonist. That's not a coincidence. In Apocalypse Now, there were 5 men on the river patrol boat, but the filmmaker focuses in on the riverboat captain because that is the most powerful way to tell the story. Many companies make the mistake of introducing too many protagonists. Often the CEO, the chairman, a strategic advisor, all play tag team delivering the corporate message. But multiple voices don't strengthen the story, they weaken it. This company put out a press release citing multiple in-house experts and didn't mention the CEO. So it's as though the riverboat captain stepped ashore and had a nap while the boat continued upriver. Today I'm going to use Tesla as an example of a company doing it right. And no, I realize they're not perfect. The CEO should never appear on television and talk about colonizing Pluto. But per car manufactured, Tesla is valued 25 times higher than Ford. So in the investment community, the Tesla story is killing it. Note that Tesla has 10 senior executives not named Elon Musk, but we don't know who they are or what they do. Elon Musk is Tesla's riverboat captain. Hollywood screenwriters know that using a single protagonist gives the story cohesion and power. Rule number 2, technical language bogs down quickly. When Hollywood movies tackle complex subjects, the scientific jargon is always boiled down into street language. Here's game theory explained in A Beautiful Mind.
As you will find in multivariable calculus, there is often a number of solutions for any given problem.
Here's AI explained in The Imitation Game.
You theorized a machine that could solve any problem. It didn't just do one thing, it did everything. It wasn't just programmable, it was reprogrammable.
Here's chemical contamination explained in Dark Waters.
His parents named him Bucky. Bucky Bailey. This is your receptor.
Publicly traded companies often put out press releases that are so technical you need a PhD in the related field to decode them. In Tesla's case, it's orders taken, cars delivered, production costs. The story is never cluttered with technical jargon, because Hollywood screenwriters know the cardinal sin is to make the audience feel stupid. Rule number 3, context matters. Great Hollywood movies are never just a sequence of interesting events. They achieve greatness through context. Example, the Oscar-winning film The Full Monty is about 6 guys who decide to raise money by putting on a strip show. With no context, it's a dreary high school prank performed by almost middle-aged men. But these 6 men are from Sheffield, England, where the steel mill has recently shut down. They are unemployed and drifting into petty crime. The context of broke, emasculated men in a dying industrial town gives the story greater meaning. One more humiliation, these guys could die. Many publicly traded companies fail to put their story in a context that provides greater meaning. The context of mental health care is surging rates of suicide. The context of joint pain medication is the 3.5 million seniors who play sports. The context of cybersecurity is the exploding problem of ransomware. From the get-go, Elon Musk framed the Tesla story as an environmental mission.
I don't have any fundamental dislike of hydrocarbons. I simply look at the future and say, what is the thing that will actually work? It's not like there's some infinite oil supply. We're going to run out of it. It's very important to accelerate the transition to sustainable transport.
When someone buys a Tesla Model S, consciously or unconsciously, they feel that they're doing something good for the environment. Like the screenwriters of The Full Monty, Musk created a context for Tesla that gives the story greater meaning. The saying, investors don't buy the stock, they buy the story, isn't actually about the stock market. It's about the way our brains work. We need stories to explain ourselves, to understand the world we live in, and to assess risks. To maximize shareholder value, every CEO should consider using these 3 Hollywood screenwriting techniques.